What is up, YouTube? This is your girl Killer Rose. Right now I'm at the gym. Um, Today was an off day. First I had pancakes. I did all that, right? And then I got like some burritos, I guess. It was just potatoes and meat, shredded beef. So it was just that. And then I end up splurging again. So on top of that, I decided to have Pops, for cereal as a snack. It was the worst thing because I could not stop. And then after the cereal that I had, I decided I wanted to eat pizza that was just for leftovers from yesterday, and just 2 wings, and that was it for me. I was full after that, and I was like, am I really happy? Am I proud of myself right now? And then on top of it, I was thinking about skipping a day of working out, and I just felt so discouraged, I think. In a way, I felt like I was like, okay, tomorrow's Monday. I'm gonna go to work, right, tomorrow. So, yes, I do work as a content creator. When you first start out, there's going to be people that are going to work and have daily lives that they have to figure out. It's, you have to start off somewhere. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to, get onto the right foot. And I wanted to reply to that one comment that had, I think it was a Marvel game or something like that, but that was on stream. So if I was gonna get stream, what was it? Is that what it was? You see, I'm not really good at the whole, like my whole game, knowledge is narrowed down. I only got to play Xbox for years. And I'm surprised it hasn't died on me, because I got just the Xbox One and not the newest version, which is the Series X, or the PlayStation 5. I'm sorry. I'm like holding my camera, my phone, like with my hand the awkward way. So yeah, so I'm not really familiar with other games, but I mean, if you guys want me to, to play stuff like that, then yes, I'll try to get some money together and get something real quick. But yeah, today was just an off day. After splurging on food, I wanted just to stay home, but I was like, if I stay home after the fact that I've eaten like that, I know I'm gonna feel guilty, and then for one, I'm gonna feel sad because I would feel like I didn't accomplish something today. And it's not just by just working out, but it's me publicizing this type of content, which is basically me doing the things that I love to do on a daily basis whenever I go right before to the gym, is to rant about things and just to be me in a space that I feel comfortable in. Like I told you guys already, if you don't know, then I used to be on Mixer. After it got canceled or got freaking deleted the face off the earth because they got greedy, yeah, and they did. They really did. It kind of sucked on their part, for small content creators, for something that you wanted to get started on. Not like YouTube, because YouTube is more competitive. They have so many channels, and I'm not saying that I'm not there. I'm just saying that I am a small channel considering, and I absolutely love it. I mean, I love how I get to post as many videos that I want at every single day at a time, and I don't go back to these videos because I know for a fact I would have to edit these, because if I do look at them back one day, I'll be like, why on earth would I be talking about this? It's so boring. Like the food part, a lot of people would see that as boring, but no, if you look at the calories and you figure out what I ate, you know, during that span of time, then you'll be like, Rose, I'm sorry to tell you, but you eat a lot, girl. I'm sorry. And then you'll be like, you know what? I've eaten more than you, Rose, so you don't have to worry. You know, you could be a man and you could eat like freaking like 3 or 4 pizzas and then 2 wings, and then, I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm blowing it all in proportion here, but that's what I felt like. I felt like I overate, and I felt disgusted. I mean, I wanted to just tell myself that the thing that I just did was not good. And I knew at that time it was a trap. It was a trap for myself. And I had to ask my parents' permission. You know, I have to basically have to tell them to tell me that I can or cannot work out. You know? Like I have to tell someone, hey, can I work out? Like I'm trying to give them the option to say no. And you know, I was expecting a hard no because it's late right now. It's 8:38. Usually I go in earlier, 5, only because I like to come back home earlier than what I usually would, because I hate getting out tired and then I don't have enough time for me to do hobbies, you know, that I love to do, which is writing, and now it's reading. I figured out that I don't have to follow rules that people expect me to do. Like, I used to love making bookmarks when I was a kid. I used to just get a line, you know, sheet of like paper or something, and I would fold it into like a rectangle, just, you know, just to make it as a bookmark. I just fold like each side, like four like sides, you know, to make it. It's so easy to do. You don't have to do anything special. Just, you know, I think it was, I don't want to say it wrong because I feel like if I do say it wrong, it makes me look stupid. But you just gotta make it look like a rectangle. It's gonna be a big giant square, right? But it's not gonna be a square, it's gonna be a rectangle. So you have to like fold each side over and over. Sometimes you can make them skinny, or it could be fat. But or you could fold it over, you know, and then just, you know, just put your hand on it and then just slide it, so that way it could stay in place, and then you could fold it over again. I don't know, auditory stuff, a lot of people don't really get. Visual stuff, I mean, there's gonna be so many people that are that learn differently from other people. At least that's what I perceive it at. There's 3 types, right? At least I think there's a 4th type, but I'm not really sure it is. Maybe it's all together at once, you know. Some people prefer auditory, visual, and hands-on. And when I think about 4th, I think they love to do all things at once, because that's when they get to click it, you know, they get to, you know, actually observe and see what kind of you know, thing that they're trying to learn. So anyways, I'm learning about borderline personality disorder, and I'm trying to be more like aware of it. I mean, I've seen it from time to time, and in like people experiences, and then there's like other things too, like there's like this video, and then I'm like could I have it? I mean, it's just one of those questions that I have, and then I get like paranoid. I'm like, no, 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 no. I don't have this. I'm not diagnosed, and maybe I seem ignorant, but I don't want to be diagnosed per se. I want to, for whatever that is, to leave me alone. I laugh at it because I think it's funny. I can relate to it a lot. But I don't want to self-diagnose myself. It becomes so insulting when people romanticize these type of things. Like they think it's cool having a disorder. It's not. It's not funny. I mean, I have been bullied myself, not from other disorders like BPD, but like I said, I have a fluttering eye problem that I don't have an actual grasp on it. And yes, I do get bullied by people. At least I used to. No one really cares. I'm glad as an adult. Like, I'm glad that no one really cares. Like, they just leave me alone. If they don't like me, they don't like me. Who cares? I'm still gonna, do what I gotta do at the end of the day. But when I was being a kid, I remember one incident, and it was like, it was so absurd because I respected this lady, and she used to be I think at least at that time I considered him as my best friend. I'm not gonna give out his name, but he was a cool dude. He was really very nice. And I guess I had a meeting. It's an IMP meeting is more like for special needs, for education. So it was just me for being cancelized, not cancelized, canceling, like you go, into a room with a counselor. Oh my God, with this light. Seriously. So anyways, again, they're like high beam lights. Why is everyone having those high beam lights? Oh boy. There's like a freaking like a tow truck, like one of those from GTA 5. Yeah, there's one over here. Trust me, these people don't play with these things. You will get your towed. You will get your car towed. Sorry, I'm just like it's so hot in this car. A little bit, not too much, but it could be worse. But yeah, high beams, tow trucks. Anyways, it was just so crazy. Oh my God, can these guys stop with their lights? I feel like I'm being flashed every single time. And so, no, not every single time. I was just joking. No. At one point in my life, the teachers or the people that I cared, at least as a kid, I didn't understand what they were doing. But when I thought about it, like recently, I was like, wow, these teachers really bullied me. And I was only in 3rd grade, I think, when that all happened. If you know me, shoot, you know me. If you don't recognize me, I know it's been a long time that I haven't been into that school. It wasn't my idea to move schools. As a kid, I did not want to move anywhere because of how much that I liked being there at that time. I had so many friends that happened to that I get along with. I know everybody knows me. It was like I thought I was gonna grow up with the friends that I was, with at that time. Which I'm not gonna say the other friends that I have at a different school was any worse during that time. But during that time of me being there, I felt like I was bullied, and I was a bully too, so I can't really say that woe is me, like, have pity on me. No, I was an actual punk of a kid. I was a terrible person to a lot of people in their time as well. So for me, I mean, but in third grade, I mean, like, that was terrible. And I just remembered, I was like, I just felt like really hurt, because I didn't know why they were bullying me and making me feeling that way at that time. And it was so crazy. And I never got to tell my mom or my dad about this incident, of how I was confused or how they were making me feel. There's two people, but one person in particular I did really care about, and I was like, I didn't want to tell my parents because I didn't want her to get in trouble. And at that time, it was my best friend's mom that was doing the bullying. So, but yeah, no, guys, I'm fine now. I'm just giving you the random memory that I have when I was a kid. So yeah, it's all fine now. I'm just so freaking tired, dude. I got a warning at work, I guess. Whatever you can say. It's a warning. It's not a warning. It basically, like, tells me that I'm not being proficient at my job. Like, I'm showing up to work, but I'm not. If you work at a warehouse, you know what it is. You have to meet your goal every single day, and if not, you get fired. Stuff like that. It's just an issue. Same old thing. It's like every day it seems like it's freaking Amazon all over again. And I'm sorry to say, but it was so fun at first, but now I see the tactics and how they're really trying to get people to quit their jobs. And if they're not overworking you, they're trying to overstep you by taking your PTO or whatever it is. They're trying to, squeeze down your time so that way you don't have enough time for yourself. And they make you feel like you are, like you can't focus on your life, For me, I'm single, have no kids, right? But at the same time, I do like to take some time off on a day basis, at least. For me, I don't see this as work. I mean, in a way it is. I feel like I want to do this as much as I can, as long as I can, and however I can do it. I want to make videos as, like I said, an everyday thing. I don't feel sick of it, and I just hate how content creators can feel overwhelmed because of the pressure that they're feeling. But it's like, dude, take a month off, take a week off. Let your people know. When I say people, I'm talking about subscribers, just you guys, and I do appreciate you and whatever you're doing, which is liking and commenting, subscribing. I mean, you guys, make the works on YouTube. And yes, I have been on Prime YouTube before. I'm not sure. I would think it was a year after when I got to actually experience YouTube. Maybe it was Prime. I mean, I just, you know, I don't know. It was just so weird. I'm sweating, guys, so please forgive me if you can see sweat. I've been here for a long time. It's like a sauna in here. So, yeah. Like I said, they just gave me a warning. At first I didn't really care, but, well, here's the thing, right? There's people at a workplace that's so freaking rude. They cut you off, and then they act surprised when you're trying to make that move, right? Like, seriously, one guy thought he had a right of way, but I had the right of way. So it's like, he looked at me crazy, but I'm like, listen, dude, I'm walking right towards you. Wait your turn, then you can go. I mean, it was so crazy, but it's just one of those things that pisses me off. But I don't know. It all seems like it's so hard. It's so hard liking the work that you do, but at the same time you don't feel any connection towards it. It's like, you know, it pays the bills and you know it gets you by, but in a sense you don't really care if they let you go. Like, if they lay you off, you don't care. And if you get fired, you don't care either. It's basically the way it is and how you want it to be. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. I know you guys are looking for more, and I'm gonna bring more, and I want to be at least not the greatest, because there's a lot of people who are great out there, but if I could be a good YouTuber, good content creator who likes to edit, and trust me, there's sometimes where I'm like, my mind is like freaking like on overdrive, you know, like freaking like having the sound of a microwave, you know, going off. and it's so hot in that microwave, you know, like my brain is fried basically when I do edit, especially long periods of videos. Like, I feel like if I edit something, it has to be perfect, or the moment has to be perfect. Like that one video or short that I made, and then somehow whoever removed that is a jerk. I was so upset. It was supposed to be a funny joke, and oh my god, I felt so mad when that sound came off. But yeah, my throat is already dry, so you guys already know. And I'm gonna go to the gym now. So alright guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.